You're listening to a special mini-series of By Shawneda, Real First Wives of Metropolis, Chapter 4. This episode originally aired February 14th, 2011. Patronda smiles at the lady sitting in her formal dining room in front of a round mahogany table, fully dressed with her finest china. Kendalynn makes eye contact and smiles at Patronda, which has a calming effect Patronda is not expecting, and the tension drawing her shoulders up subsides. I wasn't able to bring in a wait staff, but I was able to call in a favor with a good friend, and we're going to be enjoying a signature dish of grilled tilapia and salmon with home-style cinnamon sweet potatoes and sautéed California vegetables. Carmandi and Elaine smile as they sniff the air. You have H. Marvin in your kitchen cooking dinner for us? Are you serious? Kendalynn tries to peek around Patronda into the doorway. Yes, you are a quick one, aren't you? H. Marvin is a Metro native and stopped by to whip something up for us before he goes to his restaurant in Middletown. He's good friends with the apostle, so while we wait for him to finish, I'd like for each of you ladies to lift up the silver tray covers to your right. Patronda watches each lady place their hand on their cover. Very nice, Patronda. Carmandi smiles and nods her approval. Thank you, Carmandi. Patronda does a quick clap and reserved dance of joy. So while we wait for him to let me know when to retrieve the serving dishes, look through the books of poetry, and we'll each pick a poem that reflects something about ourselves to read after we eat. Patronda turns and walks into the kitchen. I don't really do creative art stuff. I'm more a create the cover for the poetry book kind of girl, not read the poetry out loud in front of others kind of girl. Elaine says as a small line of sweat forms under her nose. It's just us, Elaine. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Kendalynn pats her hand. Just pick a short one. That's right. Short, funky, and spunky. I'm sure there is one in there just for you. Carmandi picks up the book from the saucer and begins flipping through the pages. Right. Elaine picks up her book and releases a deep breath. So is this H. Marvin guy really popular? I never heard of him. Carmandi places the book back on the saucer and replaces the silver tray cover. Kendalyn's left eyebrow raises for a brief moment. Yes, he has a show on the Cook and Watch channel. He started on Grown Folks TV, an urban community station here in Metropolis. Oh, well, good for him. Carmandi stands up. I'm going to go freshen up. I'll be right back. How does Carmandi know where the bathroom is? This house looks like it's almost as big as her main house. I guess that one hit Patronda did was worth wonders back in the day. Kendalynn smiles as she places the poetry book back on the table. They've been hanging out. I heard one of the associate producers talking about it. We should hang out sometimes too. Elaine smiles. Cool with me. Kendalynn reaches for her purse and pulls out a small bottle of hand sanitizer. I think she's bringing the food out. That fish smells really good, Elaine said. Almost as good as those sweet potatoes. I love his food. I've made a few of the dishes from the show for my sweetie. Kendalynn offers the bottle to Elaine. Thank you. Elaine squirts a little in her hand and hands it back. I wonder where the kids are. It's youth Bible study at night at their church. Kendalynn places the sanitizer back in her purse. One thing I love about the way our ministry is set up is that when we do have kids, we'll have more time with them at home. You know, without nannies and stuff, because we're always gone. I respect churches like that. It's just not for me, Elaine said. The kitchen door opens and Patronda sits a beautiful serving dish full of grilled fish in the middle of the table. She disappears behind the door and reemerges with a smaller version of the first dish filled with sweet potatoes and a third dish filled with vegetables. Well, ladies, H. Marvin is going to stop in for a moment on his way out of the door. Maybe we should ask him to do the blessing. Patronda looks around the table. Where's Carmandi? I'm right here. Had to go freshen up. You know me. Carmandi gives the girl stop waves and takes her seat. A 6'4", butterscotch-colored, basketball-built man steps through the same door Patronda entered into the room. He hands her a navy blue apron and nods at the ladies. Have a good evening, ladies. Hope you enjoy your food. God bless. H. Marvin bends down and gives Patronda a peck on the cheek. All right, sis. Give my big bro my love. Let me know if you need me again. I will. See you later. Patronda waves as he exits out of the doorway of the dining room. Well, let's go ahead and dig in, ladies. Then enjoy some reflective poetry. Elaine and Kendalynn bow their heads for a brief moment. Patronda moves swiftly back into the kitchen. The water runs for a few moments, then she comes back into the room and sits in front of her place setting. Interview. Kendalynn shuffles and straightens some papers on her desk and clears her throat. A smile eases across her face. The phone rings, and the smile drops as she glances at the caller ID. She fiddles with something on the side of the phone and smiles again. Well, I'm excited about the upcoming season and what we can do to offer a more balanced look at the life of women in reality television. I'm not sure that we give the balanced representation because we are all considered upper middle or upper income, but I do believe we do all represent decent women everywhere in our own way. Carmandi and Patronda seem to have gone through an awful lot of trouble, but I mean, I wonder, was it for us, for the camera, or for them? Who has celebrity chefs prepare dinner for 4 people? Friend or not, seems like a free PR op to me, but it's all good. Elaine's dinner was good. I just hope we get to meet the real Carmandi and Patronda sometime during the next few weeks because I just missed the personal touch me and Elaine did for our eat and greets. Then again, maybe in fabulous and elaborate is who they are. Whatever happens, praise the Lord. This is going to be an interesting next few weeks. I hope you enjoyed Chapter 4 of Real First Wives of Metropolis, the prequel to GIG PowHer, Making Moves in Metropolis. Up next is Chapter 5.